It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Okay guys, hey, welcome back to my shop. Today we're going to talk about the Imperial Shuttle from 1984 compared to the Power of the Force 2 one that came out. That's the thing. I have to talk about that year when we get to it. As you can see, I got the half-ass green screen set up behind me, and I'm going to zoom in. And this video is going out by request, by the way. Somebody asked me after I did my last restoration, which was the vintage Imperial Shuttle. Some people call it the Shuttle Tiberium, but no, it's just called the Imperial Shuttle when it was released, so that's what we're going to call it. And I really don't care what we call it when it comes down to it. I don't care. It's just a really cool toy. It was like the biggest toy we had back then at the tail end of the Star Wars era, with the toys with the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters and all that stuff that we had to play with. This is probably the biggest ship that they released, I think. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I just did a restoration video on this ship, so if you're interested, check in my videos, and there's 2 videos ago, because I just did another video tonight, and you can check out me restoring this one the best I could, because it's not perfect. But hey, it's a lot better than it used to be, and well, hey, you know what? Let's just get right into it. I gotta move the camera and move a bunch of stuff around, and well, you all know it. I'll be back now. Okay, the first thing I noticed I already made a mistake. It is not Power of the Force 2. It is actually the Saga collection model right here. They made 2 of them, the vintage one and a Saga collection. So, with that said, let's continue on and compare the 2. Of course, this is the vintage one. It's got stickers on it. I mean, this is the first thing I noticed. It has stickers here, few inside. This one doesn't have stickers. It's actually painted. Other than that, they look the same molds. If you turn this one over, it still says 1984. But it was actually made in 2002. And I just learned that, so I'm proud of myself for that. This one is the original. You turn it over, it says 1984. And it is 1984. Well, not anymore. I kind of wish it was. Okay, the very second thing I noticed is this one has the electronics, makes the old classic noise. This one, no electronics at all, which kind of surprises me, because when Power of the Force when Tonka made the Millennium Falcon, they used the same molds. They got the molds from Kenner, and they did the Millennium Falcon. They put electronic sounds in. I have one of those too. Maybe I'll do a review on that. But they were pretty cool, you know, electronic sounds and everything like that. This one, nothing. No sounds at all. Nothing. It just sits there. Hi, I want to be the Imperial Shuttle, but I'm not. Of course, I already said about the sounds. Looking at it, I mean, they're very, very similar. Obviously, they're the same molds. Coloring is way different. The glass on the cockpit is dark gray. This glass is kind of clear. I wonder if they were actually clear, because this one is sort of a yellow type thing. I've had this in the restoration video I did. If you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, it's kind of like a tint to it. It's not quite yellow, but there's a tint to it. And of course, there's stickers inside. Let's put this back. I'm not going to go over this with a fine-tooth comb. There's other people that have done that. I just want to compare the play value and what I've noticed as a restorer, because I restored this one too. It was in bad shape. So let's talk about the first one here. Of course, turn it this way. The wings, there's a trigger here. You hold the trigger down, and this is very sensitive because, oh, it's old. I couldn't get the wings to go perfectly. In fact, I can't even get it to latch, and of course I'm trying to do a video and it ain't gonna work. You hold the trigger in, it's supposed to release the wing mechanism. And it's not. It's being stubborn. In fact, I think I might have broken one of those pegs. Yep, there it goes. I think I might have broke one of the pegs on the inside just doing what I just did. That's unfortunate. I will have to take another shot at fixing that. But, yeah, you just watched me break one of my toys on one of my YouTube videos. Alright, I'm not really worried about that. Like I said, if you saw the restoration video, I wasn't sure if it was going to hold or not. Obviously, it didn't. The one's holding, the other one isn't. So yeah, this is where this side is working fine. This is the side that's giving me. Ooh, I hate that noise. Oh, wait, there it goes. I think maybe it ain't right either way, and you can laugh at me in the comments if you want to. But yeah, that just happened. So let's put it back up together, and it was very, very chintzy mechanism in there for the wings, and they commonly broke, and obviously I just broke mine. I'll fix that later. But in the restoration here, you can see how the gears were and everything. This one, they improved the gear mechanism. And watch me break this one too. I hope not. I put a lot of time into restoring these. I really don't want to break them. All right, so you hold the trigger down, and it should... Okay. This one works nice and smoothly. Nice and smoothly, which is what we wanted. And you can feel the pressure on it. You kind of need two hands to put it up. You hear those ticks, those are those gears working. Do it again, I can put them down. And that works good. That's the way it's supposed to. I can't believe I broke that. I'm kind of upset. I'm going to leave it in, though. I'm going to leave it in. So, okay, this guy has his wings down. Let's put this guy's wings down again. It's already broken, so it doesn't really matter. Try the trigger. Yeah, I could feel it. This is the side that broke. I'll fix that later. Believe me, I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. And this one here, it's popping, but I can still feel the gear clicking in. I'm going to make another video fixing my mistake. Okay, so now the wings are open. I mean, just look how big this is. And you got the trigger here. We'd fly it around, hit the noise. They're pretty much, other than that, they're pretty identical. Other than, I mean, as far as the way they're built. The coloring is way different on this one. They shaded it. It's basically the same toy. They both have, you can take this cover off here. Same with this guy. And on the inside, you can, if you can see, I can't really zoom in. The camera's way across the room. There's a little compartment in there where you can put a few guys in there. Put the Emperor in there, you know, whoever you want to. I always put the Emperor and one of the pilots. What I never could understand about the Powerful Horse and the Saga collection is, you know, they're nice. I think they're nice, and I own quite a few of these. Well, not this particular one. I own quite a few of the Power of the Force ships and the Saga collection ships, the few that they made. What always puzzled me is when I bought them, I thought they were really cool, and I was happy to have them. But, you know, if you actually go to resell these, they're not worth anything. It's like people don't want them. It's not even a money thing. It's people just simply don't want them. And I can't understand why, because, you know, back in the late 70s, 1984 is when this came out. They said 1980. If you look it up on the internet, it'll say 1983, but it's actually 1984 when we actually got them. You know, this was the toy to get. This was like, if you had this, you got bragging rights. You got to show off and everything. And well, now it's working, sort of. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I got to tear it apart again. But that was like the toy to have. This guy here, it was like, you know, the spoiled kid on the block always had this one, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, there's a ramp here which you can put down. You can reenact the Emperor showing up from Return of the Jedi. Yep, it slid out. This is like the worst video ever. This is why I don't do toy reviews. But somebody wanted me to compare it, so we're gonna do it. And that's pretty funny when your toy falls apart when you're trying to review it. Actually, what had happened, if you saw the restoration video, there's a little peg in there, and I wasn't sure about the glue I used. I don't think it worked. But this guy, if I was to tear this apart and show it to you, they redesigned all the landing gear on the inside, which is why it's working much smoother than the old guy. The old guy, I know a few friends that had this when I was growing up, and they all had the same problem. Eventually, quickly, the wings would break. But it was massive. It was massive, made a noise. You'd think they could have put some electronic sounds in this, but they never did. Other than that, I mean, everything's pretty much the same, except mine's broken. that's about all I can say about these two. I mean, I'm not really a good toy reviewer. Gave us hours of fun, though. Gave us hours of fun. I know my friend Sean had this guy, and I had the Millennium Falcon, and we put them together, and we did like whole Imperial scenes. We both like Darth Vader in the Empire. We weren't really the rebel guys. But, yeah, I mean, with hours and hours playing this, we put it outside, you get covered in dirt. It was just a lot of fun. I don't know if the younger generation got the same from this, because, like I said, this came out in 2002, actually, if I haven't mentioned that. But I think they're both interesting pieces. I mean, they're a lot of fun thinking back as a kid, because Gen X played way different than the new generations coming up now. You know, we didn't have the computers and stuff. This was a big deal. So, I don't know what else I can say about it, other than, you know, here it is. It's not much difference. This is put together much better, especially with the landing gear mechanism inside. This mechanism inside, like I said, if you want to look at it, check out my last video where I restored this. And apparently I want to go back to the drawing board and fix the landing gear again, which is a common problem with these. Other than that, I mean, they're the same as if you're really just going to play with it. Hey, have fun, knock yourself out. The Power of the Force line, totally. I kind of wanted to mention the Power of the Force line put out all the ships. Tonka bought a lot of the molds from Kenner, and they put out the Millennium Falcon, they put out X-Wing, and who knows what else. That's what I actually own. And they added the electronic sounds, which, you know, in my mind made it better play value. I'm sure we wish we had that when we were kids, but we didn't. You know what? Let me know what you think in the comments. This video didn't go the way I planned it, but you know, it is what it is. I leave my mistakes in. I'm gonna tear this apart now and see if I can doctor up those landing gears. If not, well, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for taking time to watch my video, and I will catch you next time. Bye.
Mr. Bruce done messed it up again.